Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, we told you about two of the state's biggest car dealers at odds in Northwest Arkansas. That dispute goes beyond simple competition and has one company questioning whether the Northwest Arkansas market is big enough for two Volkswagen dealerships. Arkansas business editor Lance Turner here to explain what's at stake. And Lance, these two are very, very recognizable names among Arkansas auto dealers.
That's right. Yeah, two of the biggest. We're talking about Crain Management Group of Sheridan and Everett Automotive Group of Bryant. Both of those dealerships, of course, have dealerships in Central Arkansas and in Northwest Arkansas, and both are among the state's largest private companies. Crain had $791 million in revenue in 2021. Everett reported $748 million. Big companies doing big business. And late last year, Everett opened a new Volkswagen dealership in Rogers, and that's where things came to a head because Crain has had its own Volkswagen dealership, first in Springdale and now moved to Fayetteville. And Crain thinks there simply is no reason for the area to have two VW dealerships.
Which is interesting because Northwest Arkansas, of course, booming with population right now, and those making a pretty good living right now. So why does Crain think this region can't support another dealership?
Well, first, there's a contractual argument that Crain is making to Volkswagen Group of America. Crain tells us that VW had assigned the region to Crain and no one else, and that the deal that they have with Everett violates that agreement. And Crain has sued VW to make those arguments to a judge. But Crain also contends that there's simply not enough Volkswagens to go around these days. It says that in Arkansas, the state as a whole only receives about 600 VWs a year to sell. Crain says its Fayetteville dealership sold about 120 in 2021. And nationally, VW sales are down from previous highs after that 2016 emissions scandal that prompted the company to stop selling some of its diesel vehicles. And that was a significant portion of their sales. Crain said that it had agreed to build a VW dealership in Rogers, but that was before the scandal that happened and before those sales declined. And after that, Crain didn't think that VW sales justified yet another Northwest Arkansas location.
All right, so Everett has this location. What are they saying about this?
Well, it's important to note that Crain has not sued Everett. Its lawsuit is against Volkswagen, the giant company. But Crain did file a protest with the State Motor Vehicle Commission to block Everett's license to sell VWs in Benton and Washington counties. But Everett, meanwhile, they tell us that they've been operating that Rogers dealership for more than a month now. And they say, in their words, sales have been wonderful and that they have no dispute with the Crain's dealership in Fayetteville. The bottom line here is that Crain, since about 2015, has spent $9 million to get that dealership up and running and simply wants to protect its investment.
Yeah, a lot of big money here. All right, Lance, thank you so much. As always, if you'd like to read more about this, you can go to arkansasbusiness.com.